ComboBox is another very useful and interesting control. Using a ComboBox, we can give users select different options in a drop-down list, right? So ComboBox is actually a drop-down list where a user can select a single option. So let's learn to use and code ComboBox. On the Toolbox window, we will drag a ComboBox. This is our ComboBox. So let's drag it on the form, put it right here. The ComboBox has several interesting properties. We need to learn them. But before that, run the program and check the output of the ComboBox in real time. And here you see the output of the ComboBox. It's actually a drop-down list, but the list is empty. And you will also notice in a ComboBox, the cursor is blinking by default. Using the property window, we can remove the cursor and make this drop-down list read-only. Now the properties. The first property, as usual, the most important property is the name property. Now let's say this ComboBox is for vehicle types like car, motorcycle, bus, bike, etc. So we can name it Combo Vehicle, right? This is the name of our ComboBox. After the naming, we will move to another important property which is called drop-down style. The drop-down style, as you can see, is set to drop-down. Drop-down enables the right option in the list. If you want to create a read-only list, then you need to change the option to drop-down list. Now the ComboBox is read-only. User cannot write in it. Let's run the program and check the output. So you see the cursor is gone, and now user can only select the provided options. And now the options. In order to insert options, ComboBox has items property. When we click the item property, you see three small dots button here. Let's click on this button and you will see another window in order to insert the items, and one item per line. Now let's say first item is car, second item is motorcycle, the third item is bus, and the last item is bike. So let's click on the OK button, and now run the program. You will see all the items in the list. Now click on the drop down, you can see all the items in the list, right? So using the items property, we can simply insert items or options to the list. This items property is mostly used in the code. As a programmer, we try to insert the options using the code. When we use the code to insert the items, then we have more flexibility. For example, we can have our items in an array or in a list or enums, etc. Right? So instead of using this property window and insert the items to the list, we prefer the code option. So let's remove all the items from here, like this, and now we will insert the items using the code. In the code file, we can initialize the ComboBox using the load event, form load event, or we can also use the form constructor. As I don't have form load events, I can use this form constructor in order to initialize and insert items into the ComboBox. So to insert item, we will first call our ComboBox, which is combo vehicle. On that, we will call the items property, and on the items property, we call the add method. Add method is going to add the item to the ComboBox. Now the first item is the car. Let's copy this piece of code like this. And the second item, motorcycle, bus, and bike. So this is how we insert item using the code. Let's now run the program and check the output. So here's our ComboBox. Let's open the list and you see all the items, right? So like I said, when we use the code, we have flexibility. We can have our items in an array, list, or enums. Let's say we have all the items in a string array, which is called vehicle, like this. So now we have our items in a string array, and from that array, we can shift all the items in the ComboBox. And we only need to write a single line. As we are inserting multiple items, so the method which is used here is add range and the name of the array, which is vehicle. That's it. Now you can see the flexibility. You don't need to have many lines of code. In addition, if you want to add and remove items in future, you will only make changes in this array. For example, we add another vehicle type, which is tram. So you see things have become more flexible, right? So let's run the program and check the output. Now open the list and here you see all the types: car, motorcycle, bus, bike, and tram. So that was all about creating and initializing a combo box. Let's move on. Now we need to learn how to get the selected value in the code or in the program. So let's develop a simple parking house application and learn to read the selected value from the combo box. In the parking house, a person will insert the registration number of the car or of the vehicle and then select the type of the vehicle from the combo box. This is the first checkbox for inserting the registration number. Let's label the control. The first label, the text in the label is reg number. I'll create a copy. And here we have vehicle type. And now we need another label to show the parking status. Let's change the name of the label. We are going to use it in the code LVL parking status. Auto size is 4, so we can drag the label and change its size like this. And we also update the text inside the label. Parking house. And finally, we need a button control to execute the code. This is our button control. Uh, let's call it BTN park. And the text is park. Double click on the button to create the click event. Read the reg number, TBX, TBX, and the name of the text box. I think we didn't change the name of the text box because our text box for the red number, the name is still text box 1. So let's change the name of the text box, TBX reg number. Now once again, call the text box TBX reg number of text. User can leave the text box empty, so we need to validate the reg number. So in the board variable reg number, okay, I will simply save the status of the reg inserted reg number of the user. If the reg number is not null or empty, this line of code will simply return a true value, and we are saving that value to use further in the program. And now the combo box. In order to read the selected value from the combo box, we use a property which is called selected item. Selected item property returns the item selected in the combo box. But if the user do not select the item, this property simply holds a null value. So we need to check for the null before we read the value from the selected item property. So in an if statement, we will simply call our combo vehicle and the selected item property, and that shouldn't be null. That means something is selected. Now we can read the value of the selected item and save it in a string variable. Combo vehicle selected items through string. So that is how we read the selected item. And don't forget to call the toString method. From the beginning, we have our data in string form, but when we insert the data to the combo box, program will automatically change its type to object. And now we are trying to get the data back, so we must typecast it from object to string. Now we have selected a vehicle type in this type variable. Registration number is here and the validation of the registration number is here. We are going to extend our if statement. We will put the boolean variable. So if both the conditions are true, that simply means there is a registration number and the vehicle type is also selected. And now we have a label box, LBL parking status. Let's call the text property and show the information of the parked vehicle, such as registration number first. And now let's say type and then the type variable. That's it. Let's run the program and check the output. Now here we go, insert a registration number, ABC123, choose a type, car, park, you can see ABC123, the type is car, which is park. Now change the type to motorcycle, you can see, and all the options are working perfectly fine. One more thing that we can do here, we can make any option default. And to do so, we use selected index property. all the items in the combo box get index values the same as the array. For example, in this array, the car is at index 0, motorcycle is at index 1, and the bus is at index 2. Combo control will also assign index value the same way. Index goes always from 0. In the box, car is at index 0, motorcycle is at index 1, bus is at index 2, and so on. So if you want to make any option default, so you will call the selected index property and will assign 0 to it. 0 means the first component or the element at the first index. And in our case, car is at index 0, so car is a default vehicle type. So let's run the program and check the output. And so you see the car is selected by default, but the user has option to select a different type, right? So my friends, that was combo box control. From the next chapter, we will start learning the containers in order to organize the controls of the form. And the first container we are going to study is a group box container.